All right, it says I'm live. It says I'm live. Testing 1, 2, 3. Checking out the stream health. Welcome. Welcome. Checking if everything is in order. Can you hear me? There we go. Let's kick this bad boy off. Welcome to your Tuesday evening with Papa G. Papa G's house. A couple of housekeeping notes, guys. Remember to subscribe to Papa G's house. If you want to interact with me, send me an email at papaghouse@gmail.com. That is no S, Papa G House. And then obviously you're on YouTube if you're here. But if you have friends that are interested in this kind of thing, some beers, some banter. Well, no, not some beers today. We'll get to that. Some banter and some music. Maybe a call or two. Maybe some interviews. But if you're here, just give that link a share. Give the video a thumbs up and do all that stuff that professional YouTubers ask you to do. All your faves. But let's get this party started, shall we? I don't wanna go anywhere else. I wanna go to Papa G's. Yeah, that's where we're going. Back in your lives, in your ears, and in your face. Welcome to another episode of Papa G's House. Papa G's House live chat. Episode 35. The numbers are getting up there. But as we know, desperate times call for desperate measures. It's been an interesting few days. We've had obviously we've chatted since the lockdown has been extended, but I started to get into a bit of a panic. I mean, if anybody knows me well, I enjoy a good beer after work. I enjoy a good social activity. I enjoy my Savannah, my cider. I enjoy a good whiskey, but I'm running dry. So we'll get to what alternative plans I have made. But in the meantime, welcome. It's good to see you all here. Let's get to the chat quickly, and we can see what you guys are up to. Nothing much to report on my side other than, I'm doing the same as you all, is just trying to survive this lockdown, trying to keep myself busy, trying to write some riffs, trying to, add some beats to some things, doing some unorthodox Zoom meetings with friends with acoustic guitars, trying to just have a good old time. But thank you guys so much for joining us or joining me. Let's check out this chat. All right. We've got... What's up, Patrick Dudgeon? First person here. Art Pereira once again. What's up, dude? Josh Grady, welcome. Cindy Bennett's in the house. Oliver Schredderson. Greetings. Devil Speak back in the house. Pro. This long weekend was fucking long. We were all getting antsy up in here. 100%. But trusting everybody had a good Easter. Obviously, I hadn't really been out the house, so Demi made a very smart move the day before lockdown, she just got us a box of those marshmallow eggs that were no doubt finished before. They were no doubt finished before Easter weekend even began. But we still had a good time. It was fun. Got on a couple of Zoom calls with my sisters, my folks. You know, I got out the house for the first time in 18 days yesterday. Went to do a nice big shop. I hadn't had biltong in about 3 weeks, and I was just craving. So I just got a shitload of biltong. Got a couple of snacks, but I stocked up on some steak, some boerewors, just typical. I hadn't braaied in almost 3 weeks, so now this week I'm going to make up with it with a lot of braaiing. But hey guys, thank you so much for joining me. This is so much fun already. Love to see the chat going off like this again. What's been keeping you guys busy? I mean, we've known now for a while that this lockdown is going to be extended. And Ramon saying, is anybody else's stream hanging? Let's hope not. Carolyn and I nearly got arrested on Saturday night. That sounds hectic, dude. Please share more information. Mine seems to be hanging. My stream is all cool. Let me just check on my side just to see if all is well on the dashboard. It says my stream health is perfect, guys. It says my stream health is green. Green means you're a go. So maybe just give yourselves a quick refresh there and see if everything is all good. But so let's talk about the desperate measures. Desperate times go for desperate measures. So I prepared well. I got myself a couple of cases of beer, you know, rationed it out for each weekend, and then the extension came about. And I went like spreadsheet. What's going to last, kind of sad, but kind of funny at the same time. And now this extension's happening, and there's been a recipe making the rounds. And, at first I laughed it off because, it was something that I just thought was completely outrageous and just too much for me. And it turns out to actually be a fairly legit recipe to make apple cider. And my friend of ours got like actual confirmation that it is a legit recipe, slightly amended. So we've tried that out. And that's the thumbnail of our little video today, is that I'm now making homemade apple cider. So on the next, not the next one, but the next Papa G's house, we'll see what the result is. So this is a little game we're going to play. Is my apple cider up to scratch, and does it pack a punch? That's going to be interesting. Come on. Have any of you guys a cider gross? I love my cider, dude. But anyway, cheers to everybody in the chat today and anybody listening. Yeah, that's right. We can call it Il Cider, Papa G's Moonshine Shed. Yes, I like it. Give me some ideas. And hey, if anybody's got any spare time, on top of the spare time they have, let's make a logo. And then we can legit get this going. But if it's going to taste good, they definitely expect a next batch. But alcohol is alcohol in lockdown. Yeah, true that, Cindy. True that. But if all goes well, I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna make the pineapple one next. Let me see if I can find it quickly and we can show this. Oh man, it was so funny, kind of sad but kind of funny at the same time. Let's see if I can find it for you guys. Download it quickly. Pretty hilarious stuff. But have any of you guys made any sort of alternative plans? Check this out. Boom, there's my 2 buckets of apple cider. Nice. Yeah. But I'm just gonna see if I can find this video that these oaks were saping the pineapple beer. Well, the after effects of the pineapple beer. It's quite frightening. Let's see here. If you guys don't mind just holding on a sec or two. Let's make pineapple. Where is it? I think it's, yeah, here we go. Here we go. There we go. So if it doesn't blast your guys' ears. Let's see.
Wat maak jy?
Gooi pineapple. Die lockdown vat ons drank weg. Ek gooi pineapple.
Ek gooi pineapple. Oh man. Yeah, I'll get to that now, Josh. But yeah. So clearly it has an effect. That is quite hilarious. Let's get back to this chat quickly. I think you should gooi pineapple beer too. Yeah, that's definitely the intention. Legit. Has somebody made pineapple beer yet? I've got a 2-liter bottle fermenting. That's Patrick. Ciders taste too much like rotting apples to me. Also, not an apple fan. Makes me itchy. What? And then I have to go. Oh, hectic. Well, that's not so cool. Crazy. Art, why did you nearly get locked up? Yeah, I'm interested to hear that as well. Somebody needs to explain to me this egg challenge. I see doing the rounds. I haven't quite made it over to sunny old England yet. I have seen it as well. I haven't looked at the origins or anything like that. I think it's just something someone made up just to pass time and nominated a few others. It's the same as all the other challenges. It's pretty gross to chug an egg. Good protein though. Go have a sweat afterwards, but also taking a shot of alcohol at the same time, probably not a good idea. So I don't know. It's probably just a thing to pass time and build a craze. But I've seen some crazy oaks. I've seen, there's always those dudes that take it to the next level, and he has like a shot of everything in his booze cabinet, which it's not really the most responsible thing to do. Especially if you get sick and you have to like get your stomach pumped and stuff. Someone with COVID could take that spot. So don't be idiots, guys. Laka, hey Josh, from Patrick. Ramon, it's dumb, Josh. Basically get salmonella. Like lick the toilet seat challenge. Ew, lick the toilet seat challenge. Ew. I want to see G do it live on air. Nope. I'm running very low on booze. As you can see, this is the actual remains. I'm drinking a 12-year-old single malt Chivas Regal. And that will not be taken in a shot. That shall be taken and enjoyed like an adult. But if I had cheap whiskey, I totally would do it. No jokes. My name is... Yeah, Patrick, you got it down. How's it? My name's Thing. I would like to give you... thanks, my boys, for the nomination. Hey, listen, we've all done it somewhere down the line. Carolyn and I were getting hot for 10 p.m. Sunday night. We took a sneaky chance and walked around the block. Cop stopped us halfway through. She said the cat escaped and we were looking for him. They let us go. Shit. So they even just caught you just doing a little stroll, eh? Luckily, my shops are super close to the spot, I don't want to be stopped by cops, and then also with cops with masks, and you just don't want to interact with anyone. I don't want to interact with a cop. Don't breathe on me, even with a mask on. I don't want to talk to you. I just want to get my shit and go home. But yeah, so what have you guys been doing? Are you all surviving? How has this extension affected you? I'm intrigued. I want to know. But I've got a couple of calls lined up tonight. Also, take a moment. Subscribe to this video. Or subscribe to this channel. Share the video. Like the video. Leave a comment. Go to my audio podcast and leave a 5-star rating kind of vibe, you know? Hook a brother up. You know? So thanks all to the new subscribers. I've got I just opened the emails. I have some submissions. Sounds crazy art. Yeah, no, that's crazy sounding, dude. Lockdown is super heavy everywhere. I had a mate tell me earlier, I had a little Zoom conversation with my friend earlier, and he said that he was interviewed to the nth degree. Like, what are you doing? Where are you going? What's your ID? Where's your driver's license? The whole bang shoot. Luckily, he has a permanent and is deemed an essential service. If he didn't have any of the documentation, he may end up in the chuki. Who knows? I know these guys. Okay, this is a submission from Ramon. Dropout Kings. He says in brackets, it sounds like Linkin Park, but I think I know these guys. Do any of you guys know the band? What was it called? Dropping Daylight. Oh no, Dropout Kings. But then they changed their name to something like. But Dropping Daylight was a band that really I loved. There was one album. I can't remember what it was called, but they like mixed in like harsh vocals, piano, beautiful melodic strings and all that kind of stuff. It was really good. I remember certain people giving me the hassle last week for not featuring too much local music as to what people were sending me. But then again, I cannot discriminate against good music. Is this Dropout Kings thing new? Let's see. Ramon, it better be good. Well, I'll tell you later when we Zoom about our upcoming single. So as I try and see if everything's going to work, Ill System's going to be coming out with a new single at some stage. Don't know when, but it's looking good. We're making progress. We are uploading some like recording vibes to show how in quarantine we're all making like this song work. So that's kind of interesting. Maybe what we'll do is do like a live stream one day and, do some questions or just explain how it was for each one of us. But in the meantime, let's check out this first submission from Ramon Pickover called Dropout Kings. Oh, I didn't notice that it says featuring Shaylee Bourget of Dayshell and Old of Mice and Men. Interesting. Let me know if this guy's blast you too much or if it's too soft. Where's the Shaylee? Where does Shaylee come in? This is pretty good so far. Every day on the calendar, swinging against Excalibur, running from fate makes a tested cardiovascular systemic epidemic like blemishes on your temper. It's the right to your temper. Okay, yeah, this is pretty cool. Very, very cool. It doesn't sound too much like Linkin Park. I don't agree. In your veins, in hopes to corrupt your heart and your brain. Only through true love we sustain. Suffering in silence. Okay, that's Linkin Park. Very much it. Yeah. Okay, that's right. Not that guy. very not like Linkin Park. Okay, fine. Where's Shaylee? There we go. There he is. Love this guy.
Feel my fears now. Never run, never ride. See my side now. The sooner I can.
Okay, go check it out. It's definitely a cool song. It's that Shaylee voice is just nuts. I love it. A very lot Linkin Park. Not a bad thing. Not at all. I agree with you guys. I have a rare bone disease that makes me twitch when I hear bands like that. Sounds like other bands. I don't think that sound. Look, the guy had a very his register was like in the Chester realm, but the guy was. I mean, that was like no Mike Shinoda. He had his own unique vibe going on, as far as I'm concerned. I approve. I love it. Dropout Kings. I will definitely check out more of that. That goes on the upcoming list that I'm going to check out for sure. Just remember, guys, I've got the emails open here. papaghouse@gmail.com. So I can play your links and get jiggy with them. What's up? New faces. Yes. Was the vocal phrasing. Yes, Super Chester. That is right. But there was some guy that I have known for a very long time, and we were friends before. I started playing in a band, or becoming interested in music again, and we used to like go to the gym together and pump weights, bro. We used to pump weights and have the best time. And we were always very interested in the similar type of music. And since we've had this break, and like we hadn't seen each other for so long, I met him through his sister, who I was very good friends with, and he has since become an epic musician who is playing live music left, right, and center, and has got project after project. And when I first was, hanging around with and stuff, him and I weren't doing anything either. So I contacted him to see if we could have a quick catch up, under the most different circumstances ever, because we always used to like meet at the gym and do some bench press and talk about music. And he had friends playing for some other well-known bands. I don't know if you guys know Red Huxley. He was very good friends with the bass player, the family of the bass player Matthew and Andrew Pullen. And then he went on to start a band. Or I don't know if he started. I mean, I'm going to hear all about it now. But Mr. Wayne Hendricks of Monstroid, Battle City, and I think Black Pistol. I think he's still playing drums for Black Pistol. And the thing you guys need to understand is that him and I were both at one stage not into music whatsoever. Oh, I mean, we were into music, but we were not playing music. We were not physically playing music. And then I saw how like really good he got on guitar, and I messaged him. I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like, where did this come from? And he's like, yeah, I just got dedicated, and he went to lessons with a very well-known teacher in Cape Town who does like the blues rock stuff, Richard Pryor, who actually, from seeing Wayne doing his thing, I contacted Richard, and I actually went for a couple of lessons. I went for lessons for about 3 months with Richard, and that was about a year or two ago, just because I saw what Wayne had done. Okay, so it's just Monstroid and Battle City at the moment. But let's see if we can catch him. Anybody got 195,000 rand to give me? There's an oval window beetle, and I need it. Nice. Let's just check here. And then I've got another interview another conversation that we're going to be chiming into a little later. Let's see. He hasn't read the message, so I'm just keeping y'all in suspense. Yeah, Monstroid Battle City, yeah. There's my dogs going ballistic. Lovely. Let's see. So, anybody got some crazy stories that can tell me about this lockdown? Anything crazy happen? I mean, I've seen a couple of videos of some stark raving people just had enough, like rolling the streets screaming at houses and whatnot. There was another story about America in Nebraska, where obviously I follow the UFC, where this crazy dude started going house to house, screaming, trying to get into houses. But he was obviously on something. Like he was about an 80 kilogram guy, 70 kilograms, and he just went into the wrong house, and he met by Anthony Smith, a light heavyweight monster, and just got brutalized. It was a funny one. Okay, I see he's come online. Maybe you can click that link, baby. There we go. Check that. Don't forget you need a 1.9 for the upkeep. No ways. Rip out the motor and trans. Put in a newer combo. Maintaining myself simple. I got things. Nice. Let's see here. Just bear with me for a couple of minutes, guys. It's a lot better. Why don't we recap the last episodes? Oh my goodness. How were those rather difficult to get through with all the issues, left, right, and center. Audio, my OBS fucking crashed. Then it was the audio, and then it was this, and then it was that. Then the video didn't want to happen. So let's hope this video with Mr. Hendricks is going to work out. Just waiting for him to join in, and then we're all good, baby. Basically, a woman running past this house screaming. She said she had enough with her housemates. In pursuit, cops got involved. Oh my word! Josh says he hasn't had one drink yet. Julian, welcome. Sorry I'm late. You are most certainly forgiven, sir. You're most certainly forgiven. There, I've got the chat up there just for you guys to check it out. All right, guys. So, just waiting for everything to join up and be cool, calm, collected. We are almost there. It's all good, dude. You're not that late. Sweet. What's up, dude? You mind going landscape for me, dude? All right, we're winning so far. All right. Let's go full screen there. And then you want to chuck the phone on its side there, Wayne? All right. Hey, what's up, dude? What's up? You're winning. Sweet, brother. Lekker. There we go. Okay. I just want to introduce you, bro. Just quickly. Just wait for everything to stabilize there. But this is awesome. Welcome to... All right. Welcome, dude. Yes, I can see you perfectly. But I'm going to introduce you to everybody now. Welcome, Mr. Wayne Hendricks of Monstroid and Battle City. Hey? Long time, bro. It's been a long time, man. I haven't seen you in ages, eh?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I was stoked to get the invitation, man.
Yeah. I was telling the audience now that before I'd even gotten into a band, you and I were like pumping weights at the gym, and we known each other before, and then we always had a similar interest in music and all that kind of jazz.
Yeah, that's when we were clapping the Jack 3D, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Getting that pump, baby. Getting that pump,
for
baby.
sure.
But a lot has happened since then, dude. I can't believe the leaps and bounds that you have made in the time that we were once hanging out often together to now. It's insane.
Thank you, my mate. Yeah, no, and right back at you, bro. It's been incredible.
Yeah, I mean, even when I got started a bit with Atlantic South, you and Andrew pulled in a couple of times to check a couple of Atlantic South shows and all that jazz.
Yes.
And I always knew that you were super interested in the music side of things, and you were very passionate about it. And then boom, all of a sudden I see you shredding solos on a fucking album.
Yeah, no, I can't lie and say that you didn't influence me a little bit there with seeing you on the stage, bro.
Oh man, it's a great feeling.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. I think you added to my to the fire that was eventually lit under my butt.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I can't. And I was saying that just because I was so inspired by how excellent you became and the stuff that you were putting out, that I actually contacted your guitar teacher and went for a couple of months of lessons with him as well.
Oh,
shout
wow.
out to
That's
Richard Pryor.
Cool to know.
Yeah,
no, absolutely. Big fat shout out to that man, bro.
Yeah, I mean, geez.
And it's really cool to hear that. I didn't know that, man.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of waiting for a good opportunity to tell you that you were actually the person that inspired me just to go get better.
Jeez, bro, that's one hell of a compliment there. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, for sure. So obviously we've got a bunch of people here. We've got Patrick, we've got Art. Everybody's saying what's up. It's good to see a Papa G exclusive, and more importantly is you've just before the lockdown you released something with Stian called Battle City. Oh, I think we lost him. Oh, there we go.
I lost
there we go.
There, my man.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, man. Let me just ask you that again. It'll happen.
I think I lost you, Patrick.
Yeah. No. I got a couple of guys on the chat saying what's up and how you doing and all that jazz.
Cool, man. Awesome.
But the one thing I wanted to ask you, I was gonna skip to Battle City because that's the latest thing that you've just released and the last project you've kind of been working on and got new material.
Yes.
But how was obviously I know Mr. Pullen and I don't know the other two guys in the band. I knew Owen when he first started playing drums with Monstroid. But how did Monstroid come about? When did you start thinking of putting the fuzz together, bro?
So what happened, I was actually in Joburg at the time. I went and worked up there and did a 3-year sentence in Joburg. And I think a big inspiration for me to actually start jamming was the band Red Huxley, Matt Pullen's band.
Yes.
And they came and, I went, before I moved over to Joburg, I went and watched a lot of gigs with them and was hanging out with them and was also going to watch a lot of other bands. But Andrew and I were always going out and watching bands and stuff. And, I used to play at school and I took a long break. And during that break was listening to music flat out, big music fan. So I always wondered, if I had carried on playing, what would have happened and so on. And I think I just got a lot of inspiration from guys that I had become friends with that were playing. And I moved up to Joburg. I did a corporate thing there. I really didn't enjoy Joburg and the corporate life. And I hung out with Red Huxley when they came up there. I went to a couple of Copies and I think I made the move to come back to Cape Town and start my own business. And I said when I go down, if I go down and when I go back down to Cape Town, I'm going to get stuck in and start playing again.
Yeah.
So that was basically the goal I set for myself. And as soon as I got back, bro, Andrew and I hooked up. We started chatting, and I started chatting to him and Matt. And we actually were thinking of just getting together for a jam. And I started playing again. I wrote a couple of songs. And then Matt moved overseas. So Matt Pullen ended up moving overseas. So I decided I was just going to go for lessons, which I'd never done before. It was all by ear. And I decided to go to Richard Pryor. I asked around, and I heard that he was great. And I also checked out his bands. I became a big fan of
Pebble
his
Man.
bands and of his playing.
And the blues rock star. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's so cool.
The Boulevard Blues as well. Yeah, I love the blues. So I think that's why him as a teacher resonates so nicely with me.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you can even hear in Monstroid's music how bluesy your stuff is.
Yeah, there's lots of blues.
Yeah, for sure.
For me, will be in anything I play. So yeah, I started going to Richard, and my goal was just to become. I wanted to become a good guitarist. That was my goal, and I went to Richard for about a year, but every 2 or 3 weeks, and I started improving, and it really helped me to write the Monstroid songs. And it was actually during that process of going for lessons that Andrew and I were chatting, and we decided to get a couple of mates together for a jam. We mates with Owen, so we naturally got Owen involved. And Andrew was mates with Larry.
Yeah,
so,
and Owen used to play for Woodstock Mafia.
We didn't. Correct, yeah. And I hit a blank now. Seventh Son as well.
Yes.
So yeah, bro. We got together. And Larry. We didn't realize how good Larry was. He's a great bass player. And So Andrew was mates with Larry. We didn't really know Larry that well at the time. So we got together for a jam, and I went to the practice with a couple of songs that I'd written, and it just naturally, very organically came together. We just started playing through the songs that I'd written.
Yeah.
And yeah, really, like we were all very excited, and that's how Monstroid kind of started.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I mean, when you released your first one, it's called Set 1, if I can remember correctly, eh?
Set 1, yeah.
Yeah,
because it was just a live recording.
Yeah, but I also remember
I decided to call it Set 1.
Okay. So was it a live recording? I didn't know that. I didn't know that it was a live recording.
Yeah, a live recording. So we just thought, you know what? This is a live recording, Set 1. Here we go. Look, we did the vocals. We went and did the vocals with George at Kill City.
Yes,
But the instruments and everything was all live. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. I mean,
yeah, and that's pretty much how Monstroid came together.
Sure, that's awesome, dude. I mean, I'm just going to backtrack quickly to say when you were making the jump from Joburg to here, I think I may have met you at that stage in some way, shape, or form. Where I think every single time you came here I think it was as you just came, where you just felt like every single time I saw you was almost like being in Cape Town was almost like a weight lifted off your shoulders.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'd come and visit every now and again. I love Cape Town. So I always long to be back here. Eh?
Yeah, for sure. But it's nice to see you settled here and giving the Cape Town music scene some lethal injection there, bro. It's like I really.
Well, it's a stoner rock injection, so it's a very small injection, unfortunately, but hopefully it's strong enough.
so because you commented on one of my posts recently, you also like Mellon Colin Home From Home, because you also like the punk background as well, right?
Yeah, I really enjoyed the punk scene when I was studying. That's quite a big scene for me then. Yeah.
So what was the decision for you? Because I know you enjoyed like Kill Switch, a lot of the metalcore kind of stuff. What made you go with stoner rock? Is that your first love?
I think I kind of went from punk to metal. I've always liked the classic metal, like Motorhead, Maiden, Judas Priest. But I went to the metalcore stuff, like the stuff that you guys play. I was big into that. I loved Lamb of God, Devil Driver, and bands like that. And I was into that. Yeah, and I was into that for a good couple of years, probably for about 5 years, flat out. That's all I wanted to listen to. And I went on that mission to find metalcore bands that no one had heard of. So I've got a lot of metalcore music. But then I I went into the stoner rock stuff. So I always was into the Queens of the Stone Age and stuff like that. But I think when I started playing again, I just naturally fell more in love with the stoner rock style.
Yeah.
I absolutely love pentatonic riffing. I just love it.
So do I.
When you're playing it with fuzz and tune down guitars and stuff like that. I just love the sound, and I think it was actually when I started playing that I just became really, really keen on the stoner rock music itself.
Yeah.
The plan was never to actually. Yeah, look, I think the plan was to get into stoner rock music, but we were thinking it was going to be a bit heavier. Like more of the Mastodon type style.
Okay, like a more heavier. Okay.
Yeah, we were thinking we'd probably end up doing that, just because we love metalcore, and Andrew as well loved metalcore music.
Oh, speaking of which, Andrew's actually in the chat. What's up, dude? Good to have you here. Nice to see you watching.
He's got his fingers in all the cyber pies.
Yeah, nice. Matthew Pullen's actually joined Andrew and Matthew Pullen up in this batch.
Awesome.
Someone, Art, I don't know, Art's saying something about Penny Bridge Pioneers. Is that another stoner rock band?
That's actually a Millencolin album.
Oh shit! Okay, I'm
fantastic album. Yeah.
She's really putting me to shame here, brother.
Sorry, I lost you for a second.
Yeah, no worries. It'll happen every now and again. It's just the way things go. But okay, cool. No, I was just saying I just got schooled on Millencolin there for a minute, even though I posted one of my top 7 albums is Home From Home. But anyway,
China, that's okay, bro.
Yeah,
you're not expected to know every band's discography.
Yeah, but I also wanted to say, dude, I'm really, really stoked for the way that you guys. It was amazing for me because I maybe had a little bit of a personal connection to it, kind of, because we used to spend time in the gym.
For sure,
we used to. I mean, when you've got a gym partner, you talk about literally everything, and we talked about music so much, and now to see you in full fruition with multiple projects playing. You played a couple of gigs with Black Pistol now, didn't you as well?
Yeah, I drummed for them for a couple of gigs.
Yeah. It's just amazing. And not only taking ownership of the guitar, but taking ownership of the drums as well, dude. I always remember you telling me that you were keen on the drums, and then when I saw you playing guitar, it was, and then all of a sudden playing both, I was just like, holy shit, what can this guy not do? and singing for Monstroid as well.
It was weird. Yeah, bro. It's honestly like.
What are you, bro?
I mean, when I came down. Thank you, my bro. No. I appreciate that, but I really wasn't expecting all of that to happen. My plan was to get stuck into the guitar, and that's what I did. But by the end of the year, after having started writing songs and stuff like that with Monstroid, and also playing with Owen.
Yeah.
He inspired me a lot to start drumming as well. I really liked his groove and, how he played.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know what, man, I'm going to go and buy myself an electric kit. I went and picked one up, a DM6 for peanuts. I bought a second-hand DM6.
Yeah, I had one of those as well. They work well. They work very well.
Practicing at home. And because I always loved drumming. I always thought I would be a better drummer than a guitarist. But you know what it's like? You never have it around you. It was always a space thing in my family. It was always guitars,
No, for sure.
So I had the space in the place I was in at the time, and I thought, let me grab this thing, and I just thoroughly enjoyed it. I played a couple of gigs, and then I really started to enjoy it. Started building up my kit, started getting rad cymbals and stuff like that, and really started getting into it nice, and really enjoyed it. So I always wanted to jam with Stian. I always knew he was a great guitarist. I didn't realize how good he was until I played with him.
Yeah,
I always wanted to have a jam with him, and
We'll wait a second. He'll pick up. There we go. There.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I
I
got you
lost
back.
you for a sec there, bro. But I was just about to get. I was about to get to Stian because he used to work part time at Kill City, and I always used to see him.
Correct. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And he was one of the guys that would sit behind the Kill City bar, and he wouldn't be messing on his phone. He wouldn't be doing anything. He would be practicing. He would sit behind the thing with a stool with his guitar propped up, and he would just be practicing scales the whole time. But these, like, I always remember when I used to come in to Kill City for a practice, I was like, how does that guy do it? And then you can even hear, even had one of those tiny little amps, practice amps, a Marshall that you just plug in, and just the cleanliness in which he played it was insane. So how did you guys get together? We got him. He's coming back. There we go.
Yeah, I got you back, bro.
Here
Sorry,
we
I lost
go.
you completely.
No
Okay,
problem.
cool.
So
Got
basically,
you
I
back.
just we just lost him slightly. Just waiting for the connection to pick up again. But yeah, super awesome to be chatting.
Got you
There we go. Now he's back. There we go. Let me get you back on screen.
Cool.
So I was about to I'll chat to you about Stian and how I used to watch him. How did you guys get to meet and get to start jamming together?
Yeah, so I wanted to put something together, and I heard what a great guitarist Stian was from Andrew, and I thought, you know what, I was really into the stoner rock thing, and I had met Stian a couple of times. We had become mates through Andrew, and I kind of got a good idea of what his music, what kind of music he liked. And I always thought it would be really nice to jam with him. And I was looking to put a band together.
Yeah.
Because Monstroid is not we're not out there to prove anything and trying to play gigs every week. So I had the capacity to do something else. So yeah, but secretly I don't know if I've told Stian this, but I actually really wanted to start a band with him. I don't think I was that subtle about it, that I was trying to. And I was like, bro, let's just have a jam, casual. Let's just have a jam, man.
Yeah.
And but I was wanting to put a band together. So we got together for a jam, and I was completely not expecting what happened. The synergy and the vibe that Stian and I have when we play together it's so cool, man.
Awesome,
the
dude.
music just flows out, like he'll come with a riff, and next thing we blink and there's a song. So we unfortunately we just aren't able to get together as often as we want. Which our lifestyle's just that's what it allows.
Yeah,
but we have such a great time that we
make do with what you can do,
and we get a lot done, 100%. And we get a lot done, in the limited time that we have together, and we just have such a great time. And he is an absolutely phenomenal guitarist.
No, I know this. I've seen this firsthand.
Underrated. Yeah. He's very humble. That's the man he is. So he's a very underrated person. And for me, as a club, it's just a credit to play with him. It's just a real trip to play with him. And
for sure.
Yeah, so he pushes me as well. Not only is he a good guitarist, he's a great musician. So he's got a good ear for music.
Yeah, for sure.
He's got good musical ideas, good structures and things like that. So he pushes me out of my comfort zone, and we get to do these cool things. And we very quickly spat that first album out that we've just recently released. And I think we've probably got enough material already for a second album. So the songs get churned out very quickly.
No, that's amazing.
And that's what's cool about it. And also monster riffs.
Yeah,
that's the type of stuff I
absolutely.
enjoy.
I've always enjoyed what he's put out, and also that Battle City video you guys put out recently was also bloody amazing. And be sure to go and check it out. Whoever's listening, see you guys in the comments. But before I let you go, Wayne, I just want to ask you one more thing. So now, obviously, we're all in the same boat, right? We're all stuck at home. Some of us can work at home. Some of us can't. But that, obviously, we know that music is our passion. What are you currently doing to keep yourself busy in the music sphere?
Sure, bro. I've got a 7.5-month-old little latte.
Oh, yeah, I completely forgot to say congratulations, my man. Love to you and the family for sure.
Thank you, my bro. No, I appreciate that. Thank you, my bro. I appreciate that. So, yeah, he doesn't give me much time to play too much. But,
sure.
yeah, look, musically, I think musically I get enough time to do a couple of jams, but I think we're sitting on a lot of material already for Monstroid and Battle City.
Yeah.
So what's nice is that we can just enjoy ourselves. There's no pressure. We really
that is a great feeling.
We know how small the scene is. It is a great feeling.
Yeah.
But I think even more so the fact that we don't have anything to prove. We know the scene's small. We're not expecting thousands of people to attend gigs. We just want to make good music. That's always been, that's definitely been Monstroid's vibe from the beginning. But it's also with Stian, it's exactly the same thing. It's just a matter of having a good time and writing music that we think is kiff and that we're proud of and that we think other people will enjoy. So yeah, as soon as I think to quote Mr. Homie, as soon as you expect too much from music, you're expecting too much. So I think that's the kind of way we deal with.
Oh, that's awesome! I love that.
Yeah, that's how we do it, man. And fortunately, we still get a lot of material created. So we are fortunate. Bands are sitting on a lot of stuff, so there's no real pressure to write and to come up with stuff.
Yeah.
I know that Stian is probably shredding like a machine because he that's what he does. He likes to improve with theory and stuff like that. Where I like to write riffs and create new licks and things like that. He is he'll sit with a technical scale and he'll sit with that for a week
and master it. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
and master it. And he's also sitting with so much new gear that.
That sounds sexy. That sounds amazing.
Yeah. He's got a new amp. He's got a pedal spread that'll make you teary-eyed. And I think he just recently has gotten 2 new guitars. So I know he's fiddling nicely.
Awesome.
Before I forget, Brew, I just also wanted to mention, I've covered most of the guys in bands. I also wanted to mention Steve, who's drumming for Monstroid now. He actually he replaced Owen when Owen left to move overseas.
Owen's up in this chat, eh? What's up, dude?
Oh, sweet, man.
Yeah.
Awesome. How's it, Owie? So Steve joined the band as well, which has been incredible. A technical drummer, also got a great groove and just a rad guy. So I just wanted to give a shout out to Steve as well.
100%. Shout out Steve, man. Thank you for taking the reins.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice.
It's been a good ride so far, bro. Very grateful for the friendships with all the guys in the bands. Just the best bunch of guys, and we just have a good time.
That's awesome, man. And it couldn't happen to a better dude as well. I'm so stoked that you're thriving musically, and that you really are following something that you said so many years ago that you wanted to do. So I'm stoked to have you on. Thanks for bringing some new faces to the podcast, dude. Seeing some new faces in the chat here. So I will see you soon. As soon as this craziness calms down, I'll be the first one at a Monstroid or Battle City show, or just for a hangout, bro. It's good to see you.
Awesome, my man. It's really nice to catch up with you, and keep these pods going, bro. This is really awesome for the scene, and it's always nice to see you interviewing and stuff. It's really a great initiative.
Awesome, man. Thanks a million, man. I appreciate it. We'll chat to you soon, dude.
Sorry, my brother. The signal.
Yeah, no worries. I was just saying thank you so much for the kind words, and I'll chat to you soon. All right, I'm sure you'll be okay if we can just cut it there. But that was Wayne Hendricks, guys. Wayne Hendricks of Battle City and Monstroid. Monstroid, he started a couple of years ago, and they've just done so well. I love the fact, and I love the no pressure vibe. That's when you make the best music, when you don't feel under pressure and you don't want to make music do something. You know, it's something like that. So let's just check up on the chat here. We're doing pretty well. Let's start at Pennybridge Pioneers, because I clearly didn't know that was a Mellon Colin album, and I feel like an ass. Matthew Pullen, Mean Drummer, Unit of a Drummer. Yeah, that's old Owen and Wayne. And now Steve. Sorry to break the discussion here, but I just had the best spaghetti bolognese ever. Caro, you're awesome. I'm gonna dream about that dish tonight. That's brilliant, man. Owen bringing some humor into it. That's awesome, and well done, Caro, for the great spaghetti bolognese. We're having tacos. Say hi to Owen for me, long time. How's it? Hope you're well, Owen, dude. Cuck, long time. It's great. Owen Ingerfield, dude, aren't you in Ireland at the moment? Or it's great. It's great to see everybody from all around the world, and all that that jazz up, tuning in. Thank you to Wayne, because for letting you guys know that he's coming today. But hope you guys are enjoying the vibes. Stick around, subscribe to Papa G's House. We're currently doing it 2 days a week, on a Tuesday and a Friday at 6 p.m. during this lockdown, so there's no reason to slow down at the moment. I've got people telling me to check my email. I'm going to check it now. Let's see. Let's do. We can squeeze a quick. We can squeeze a quick video in here, and then we'll get to my second guest, and then we can close this batch off. Welcome, Leave the Night, which is Charles Knight and Pullen. Chop them apples. Those apples, boy, I'm telling you now, they may pack a punch in 6 days' time. Who knows? We should actually contact Owen Ingerfield about a good recipe, because as far as I can remember, you are a brewer as well. You brew your own brew. I'm pretty sure I can remember that being the case. But I've just been told that there's a new local submission. Wow, let's just get back to Wayne for a second. What a nice guy, so humble, so nice. He's newborn, 7-month old child, releasing albums, promoting the music, doing all the things, and still managing to have more than one project on the go and stuff like that. That's awesome. Welcome, Charles. Live and direct from Ireland, says Andrew Pullen. Yes, dude. Welcome. I don't know if you guys can hear my dogs. They never shut the fuck up. But yeah. So this is a new. This is not new. This is old. But this is it new? I don't want to be a dick. But I think I've seen this before. But it is local. Local is lekker. So I shall play it. This is A Linear Chaos Walker. Let's enjoy. New video, old song. Sorry, I didn't see it. Oh, raw. Awesome. Life keeps changing. You doggies. Oh, there's Marin. Clement's a very talented guy. You all are. Chaos Walker's hot dog. Is that the meaning of the song? Ooh, some gut rolls. I think this is Julian Edmonds' like 4th video feature on this podcast. It's amazing. Oh, there's my boy Ramon on the blue runs. Oh, cute. Okay, guys, this is skipping way too much for my liking. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send you guys to the A-Linear YouTube page so you can go check it out at A-Linear. It's called Chaos Walker. That is super awesome. Yep, it is, G. Yeah, doggies everywhere. Old song, new video. Thank you guys for the clarification. Sorry, I obviously missed a couple of things from here and there. But without further ado, I think we should let's just chat to our boy that's going to be joining. He's been keeping the entire scene. Whoever is friends with him on Facebook or Instagram, he's been keeping you all entertained. So I'm just going to drop him a line quickly. As you could see on the last episode where I showed to the world my personal WhatsApp messages. I don't know if you guys caught that from the last one. There was a rather large faux pas on my part. But like I said last time, I got nothing to hide. All I talk about with my friends is other silly memes, Zoom links at the moment, and a couple of voice notes here and there with a, hey bro, how are you? I'm all good kind of situation. So why don't we, while we're waiting, it's more than a pleasure, Julian. I will always support you guys. You guys rock. And I will also only play great music on here. So that is a great track. I remember the track fondly. Great new video. I'll go check the entire video as soon as we have finished on this vibe tonight. You know what I find is very weird? My dogs are barking all the time. That means something is happening in the street, which is very unusual because not only is this neighborhood very quiet, but there's nobody's supposed to be in the roads doing anything. So I don't know what the fuck's going on there. I'm going to check it out in a bit. Very, very, very strange. So let's see. Once again, we might have to do a call up and to find out if our guest is available. He hasn't read his message yet. Let me just go, yo, what's up? How's it? So he gets all the notifications. But that's my bad. He did tell me to let him know what time, and I did say around 6:37. So I'm a little late. Yeah, was fighting. Okay. Yeah, okay. All right. Okay, that's something I didn't know. Art. That's interesting. But yeah, man. Crazy. All right. Maybe I have to do it. This might be a first or a second where I'd have to phone my guest to say, hey, what's up? How's it going? Hey, but these live podcasts, you can never really plan what's going to happen. You can never really plan what's going to happen. And I'm cool with that. Hope the the listeners who on the audio podcast don't mind too much, but hey, this is how I'm doing it for now. So just gotta accept. We just gotta accept. Cheers, Patrick. Gotta bounce. Where you going, bruh? It's all good. It's all good. Let's see if he answers. If he doesn't, we'll check out a couple more submissions and wrap this baby. Hey, what's up? You ready? Yeah, I am. You good? Yeah, I'm good. How long do I have? Can I get like 5 minutes? Yeah, sure, of course. Is that cool? Yeah. Cool, I'll send you a link set up. Sweet, brother. Cool, man. Ciao. All right, okay, we're on. I don't know if you could hear his voice, but we're going to chat to Mr. Rick Shields of Atlantic South and of the Marilyn Manson Project and of the Slipknot Project and all those many things. No, but in fairness, I did not give him a definitive time of when he could get set up, but we're gonna chat to Rick. Let me just send him a quick invite, and then we can see who has got links for me in the inbox. This episode is going far better than the last episode. How about that, y'all? We were absolutely inundated and riddled with technical difficulties, which I can't even begin to tell you how frustrating. I cannot even begin. I was ready to have a freaking meltdown. Shame. I think he feels very under pressure now. I'm sorry, Rick. I will make it up to you, dude. Let's get back to this chat for a bit. Yo, Mike Pokup. Welcome. Just finished up work for the day. Shit, dude. You keeping busy, dude. Welcome back, though. Oh, damn. Rick Shields is the best lockdown entertainment ever, next to Brett Warden. I've seen both, and yes, that is a good combination. Those two. Yo, Mike, difficult technicalities, indeed. Bring on Rick. Everybody's keen for Rick, eh? Sure, everybody's keen for Mr. Rick. But let's see what the inbox says. Thank you to the new subscribers, Andrew Pullen and Stian Maritz. Guys, thumbs up, subscribe. It's on the bottom right hand corner of your video. Is a little watermark. A little subscribe button will appear. You press that thing, all right? Like the video, give it a share, tell your friends who would be into this kind of vibe. I know it's not for everybody, but we try and sort everybody out. Yeah, so I said I'd give him 5 minutes. I've sent him the link. Let's see. Yeah, we're almost there. That how cool was that conversation with Wayne? Hey, what a nice guy. What a cool guy. I miss him. We used to have proper get-togethers and just hang out, just geek out on music that we both enjoyed. Good to see the Pullens up in this house. And the Ingerfields and everyone. It's great to see all these new faces. It's a Rick. Yes, it is a Rick. He will join us when he's ready. But, guys, papaghouse@gmail.com. papaghouse@gmail.com. Just about to think, thinking what did I see today that was quite... I had something on my list. Let me look at my notes. I haven't looked at my notes today. If you can believe that I actually make notes for this damn show. Oh yeah, so I did a I know we actually spoke about that last week. Art Pereira told Clem what you said. His response: "My God, I have so much respect for Art and always love him. That coming from him means a lot and hits really hard." Everybody loving on each other in this chat today. I love the way you guys all communicate with each other, and lots of guys who haven't seen each other for a long time. That's what the one thing I really like about this live stream things. Like, people will bump into each other that they haven't seen for many, many years, and there's at least I can help with there being some sort of connection to rekindle that friendship or rekindle whatever relationship you guys had. If I can assist in any way, shape, or form in that sense, I can't be happier than that. Let's see. No new links, guys. papaghouse@gmail.com. Rad, thanks for passing on that one, dude. Yeah, no worries. That's some heartwarming stuff right there. We all got to stick together in this strange time that we're living in. Hey, let's get serious for a second. I mean, we're going through this weird, unprecedented situation that none of us in our lifetime have ever experienced before. And it's very strange for all of us. It's very, very, very strange for all of us. And we all just got to keep our heads, keep a bit sane, use each other to fall back on. Zoom some friends that you haven't seen for years, or that you haven't seen in a while. Rekindle that situation. I've actually, funnily enough, how's this? I've got a friend that I regularly play like PlayStation 4 games with, but then I tried a situation where we played Uno. There's a Microsoft Store app where you can download Uno, you can add four players to a game, and you can play them all on Zoom, and it is the funnest thing ever. And then we've played some poker. Download Easy Poker, and then you can play games of poker with your friends remotely. Always add the Zoom. The video is always fun. All right, Ramon saying play the link I sent last week. So I shall do that. Not local, but what can we do? This is new. Do you guys remember a band called Il Nino? I do. Very weird to see them putting out new tunes in 2020. I mean, those guys were like, whoa. Yes, dude, Uno Online. No jokes. Let me pull that chat up. There we go. Uno Online. Can you dig it? And it's good fun, dude. It's good fun. Good fun. Okay, well, we're struggling a bit with video here. Sangre. Don't know what that means. Fit. Oh, taking me back to the 90s new metal style, baby. Like that. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. Go check out Il Nino Sangre. Official video was released on the 27th of March this year. They've got... I thought it was like 1 million subscribers. But yeah, that's awesome. Il Nino back in the house. Il Nino back in the house. Sweet. But without further ado, let's add my good friend to the fray. I think everybody's been wanting to get a little bit of dose of this guy for a while. I have. I miss him. He's in my band. I'm in his band. We're in a band together. Yes, we are. We love each other, and we haven't seen each other in more than 21 days, and it's killing us. So let me introduce
Don't
you.
put on a show. What were you saying about me before I linked
What's that?
it? I'm saying, what were you actually saying about me before I linked it?
Only good things, bro. I'd only say good things about you, bro. You know that. Don't give me the stink eye now.
What up, man?
How you, dude? How you? I mean,
Yeah,
I
I'm
see.
good, man.
I see how you coping, but I just wanted to see it from the man himself.
No, from the horse's mouth, dude.
Yeah,
Well,
dude.
yeah,
It
I'm
looks
good.
like you and Michelle are having the time of your lives in lockdown at the moment.
Hey, man, what can I say? Like, you know, this lockdown thing was such a roll of the dice, and you know, some people ended up doing it solo. Some people ended up in a commune. I ended up kind of hanging out with my best friend here. So
Yeah, for sure,
we're having
dude.
a whole new adventure.
That's so cool, dude. It's so rad to see you guys uploading all your festivities. I mean, you had a club party the other day. You're pouring a beer right now. Jeez, I'm so jealous. I have no beer left, dude.
Oh no, dude, I'm so sorry. It's like eating in front of
Look
the
at that.
Look at that. Look at that. Oh,
Ah. No. Jeez, man.
my bro, I'm so sorry. I made a huge assumption that you'd have a nice.
No,
frosty
it's
one.
all good. I've got some very light whiskeys that I'm sipping on here. Just trying to save every last minute of this quarter of a bottle I've got left.
That's true. I'm
But-
actually only drinking on special occasions now.
Okay, yeah,
Seeing
well,
as that I'm on your auspicious podcast. I thought
Yeah.
this was
well,
good
thank
time
you
with
for
any-
joining me, dude. Like, I mean,
Thank
we
you for having
chatted
me on.
we chatted a couple of weeks about getting on, and then I was having all kinds of problems with the bloody connection. All of a sudden, it just seems to be kind of working. I mean, it is a bit jittery here and there, but what can you do?
Hey, man.
Huh?
That's real. That's
You-
real life.
You got to make do with what you got and just go for it, right?
Yeah, I think you know how like we made that transition from like 90s television to 2000s television, where like suddenly everything was beautifully lit
Yes.
and like smooth and more frames and gorgeous, and now like the look of 2020 is going to be glitchy webcam. That's going to be the
Yes.
aesthetic
Yeah.
of this decade. You know? It's
True.
quite cool.
True, I can agree with that. I can agree with that, dude. So obviously you've been baking, or I mean, did you bake those hot cross buns yourself?
We did not bake the treasure buns ourselves. No.
Okay.
Those were
The treasure buns. I mean, sorry.
the treasure buns. Being godless heathens, we kind of figured like the whole Easter myth
Yeah.
it doesn't have any relevance to us anymore.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
we've grown up as adults. We need meaning and purpose, and so we figured because we're having such a piratey time, we would adapt. And also, I'm an ordained Pastafarian minister,
Ah,
so you know I believe that the first humans essentially were pirates.
okay.
There's actually a direct, if you look at the data, there's a direct correlation between the declining number of pirates in the world and
Okay.
global climate temperatures.
Sure. Oh well, dude, that's insane. Thank you for educating me on Pastafarianism.
Right on.
Now tell me.
And you can join the church, you know.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I love me some pasta, dude. I love me some
Exactly.
pasta.
Who doesn't?
Hey, but listen, I don't think I should be loving pasta so hard in this lockdown, eh? I mean, I've been doing some exercise, but not any exercise that could knock off a good portion of bolognese, like old Art Pereira had earlier. We don't all have fast metabolisms like you guys, eh?
Well, dude, I don't know, man. I was quite impressed with your little workout session the other day. I saw you posted a bit. You've got a bit
Yeah.
of time on the bag.
Trying to get it going, man.
Yeah, I mean, so we're getting prison fit up in here. Like Shell has got to be in her bonnet the last couple of weeks, and 3 times a week she's got me doing this thing called the bikini body challenge.
Oh wow.
With her. So I've discovered that girls that wear bikinis are terrifying, and you should respect them. Because
Okay. All right. No,
Well, I
no,
don't
I can
Yeah,
fucks with
but-
that. I can understand. I can
Damn,
definitely
dude, I'm
understand
doing
that.
so many squats. I'm getting like thick booty.
Any woman with that kind of
Man.
confidence, you're in trouble, buddy.
I know. I'm trying to compete with someone in their mid-20s, and I'm almost 40.
Is she sitting off
It's
screen
terrible,
just
I
there?
think.
Is she off screen there for a second?
Yeah, she's right
Get
here.
her in, man. Get her in here.
Prepping dinner, so she's about
Okay,
to
we'll
come
just
now.
get her into saying
And
what's
she
up.
comes. She's putting some salt and pepper. And the
Okay,
final
sweet,
touches
sweet.
on her
Just to say
pasta.
what's up.
Yeah.
Rick isn't.
Yeah.
What's Mike Pocock saying? Rick is not lying. I don't know what you're
Mike?
not lying about though. What's that? Oh,
Look at
hey, nice one, nice. Is that what is that? Peas?
It's pasta, but
Oh,
it's
oh,
peas without pasta.
oh,
It's
okay,
pasta
nice
made
one.
from peas.
It's just paper peas. So
Also,
it's super
nice
light.
t-shirt.
All the bricks come through.
Nice
Oh,
t-shirt.
no, actually, I didn't even plan
Yeah.
That wasn't planned. She like woke up in that.
Nice, nice. Thank you. At least somebody out there is repping Atlantic South. Come on.
Hey man.
Oh shit, you got a t-shirt on as well. Oh wow. Jeez, hectic. Was that-
Bam! I was
Oh,
there
nice.
even.
Okay, nice one, dude. That's awesome.
Those-
So tell me, besides the weird and wonderful activities that we've been seeing you post online, how's this been treating you? I mean, it looks like you guys have been having a blast.
Yeah, man. You know, it's been a curious time for the human race, and in one way we've been completely isolated from one another, but in another we've almost been globally drawn together, all into the same simultaneous experience.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, I don't think you can get away with not being philosophical about where we are right now.
Yeah,
I've
I
certainly
agree with
become
you.
Aware of my privilege. Like, I mean, lockdown is basically like stay-at-home work holiday, where you get to play a lot of video games and eat, you know, and watch Netflix. Like, it's the biggest illustrator of how privileged we are when there are people starving and dying.
No, for sure.
Things out there. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's bedlam out there, man. Like,
No, it's
mad.
some scary. There's some scary things out there that I've been trying to keep abreast of pretty much everything that's been going on, and it is very scary to see some of the situations that some of our people are faced with, but and you know, and it makes your problems seem trivial.
Yeah, it's one of those. Look, I'm also a little bit of a nihilist, and I can get a bit kind of cold and a little bit
Dark.
heartless sometimes, you know. And like, I kind of think is the coronavirus apocalypse something that's going to actually have such an effect on the human race that it will delay the climate apocalypse? I don't know. Like War of the Apocalypses.
Yeah, dude. Apocalypse versus apocalypse. Who wins? Give them a power bar at the top, and then somebody give me a control.
Yeah. Either way, we're screwed.
Yeah, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a weird time we're living in for sure. I mean, it's most certainly strange. I mean, I went most certainly unprecedented. I mean, it hasn't happened in our lifetime, and probably our parents' lifetime as well. And you stuck at home. I went out for the first time what was yesterday? Day 18. I went out yesterday for the first time. And
to the shop.
it was just to go stock up on some groceries and stuff, and the experience is kind of, it's almost for the first time, it's kind of overwhelming. It's like you don't quite know where you stand. Like, it was quite weird. Like, I wanted to get some meat, and this kid and his mum were there by the counter, and I wanted to go as far away from them as possible just to go have a squiz at the meat. They saw me coming, and they like backtracked like 5 meters. I was like, how unwelcome can one seem in a freaking shopping center? But the reality is true that you need to keep the social distancing very serious. But when you see it actually in person with someone you don't know, where you're walking towards a counter and someone's actually moving away to get away from you.
Yeah.
It's
It's
nuts.
quite something to, but in a weird, ironic way, I feel like we're almost more aware of each other because of that. You know, like, I remember pre-corona apocalypse, I just, you know, for the last few years, and I understand why, but like, you walk past, particularly women, I kind of get women on the street, you know, and I have this thing where I like to make eye contact and just acknowledge people, you know, briefly passing through my space, and no one greets you. Like, I don't know if it's a Cape Town thing, but like, everyone's just like eyes down on the pavement, hair on walking. They don't want to say hello.
Yeah.
Nobody. And now everyone's just like, hello, hi,
Yeah, it's true.
hi there. You know?
It's madness, dude. It's
Yeah.
madness. I'm just seeing, just referring to the comments here. Julian's going, Michelle. Lauren's going, it's a Rick and Mish. Well done on the bikini body guide. It's killer. I'm working my way through it. Ramon says, all I keep hearing is Sean's famous lyrics. We are living in an ill system. We are all victims of this world. Ah, what is that? Excellent.
Yeah, man. You know, this is the long game. This
Yeah.
is the long con. We've just had the goalposts moved again.
Yeah.
And it's about keeping sane, you know, and like that's why I think it's so cool that you have this podcast, for instance.
Oh, thanks,
Like
man.
this is something that you've actually built the foundation of just through your own volition beforehand, and now you have this amazing outlet when you really need it, you know. And,
Dude, it really does help me. I won't lie to you. It really does help me.
And it's built on connecting with people. So
Yeah.
that's, I think, the value of that more than any other time is very apparent.
Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that, dude. And I love the fact that you chime in and that you're tuning in and that you now are officially a guest of the show. And I definitely intend for you to come back, you bastard. Don't flash that beer at me. But no, but I love it. I love it, dude. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. And it's really cool to see that you are out there inspiring others to have fun while trying to stay sane at the same time.
Now, look, we're very lucky. If we, you know, some people are losing their livelihoods. Some
Yeah.
people have crushing psychological stuff
Yeah.
that they're dealing with here. I happen to be very lucky in that, I still have work to do. I
Yes.
still have a salary that's probably going to come on in, you know.
Mhm.
And so all that's really left to do is stay positive and get into those creative projects.
Yeah.
I am
Yeah.
so aligned with my purpose creatively right now, more so than I have been in ever. I don't know, like, because there's no more distraction now.
Yeah.
The world is gone. Like,
Yeah, because I
out
can
there, so-
imagine you're someone that always likes to stay so super busy, and you almost get yourself overwhelmed with how many projects you take on and all that jazz, where that is kind of like, in a way, being stripped to the bare essentials kind of thing. Like, I don't know how many projects you got on. I'm only assuming that everything slowed down quite somewhat for you.
Nothing slowed down. I'm just, yeah.
Okay, 4 projects, great.
I'm as busy as ever. But no, I'm more focused now. I've been working very hard on my solo music
Nice.
projects, which has been something that's sat on the shelf for 2 decades, you know, and it's time now.
Well, 2 decades.
And,
You better get going, boy.
Yeah. So, you know, I've made some good progress there. I've learned how to do some 3D modeling. Which
Yeah, I
is very
saw that
satisfying.
pirate that you uploaded today. It was brilliant.
Yeah, that's
Very
what I
well
did on my
done.
day off. I woke, sat up, and went. I've never taken a character from like a cube all the way through to like a textured thing that moves. So that's my objective right now. It's a good
Nice,
learning
dude.
curve.
Well, you're just
Yeah.
building skills that you're interested in as well, you know?
That's it, man.
Yeah.
Photography, filmmaking,
And you,
music.
Shal, is he driving you mad?
No, I actually. He kind of just sits in the same spot all day, and I potter around him. And then every now and again, he makes me a cup of tea.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'm much the same. Debbie will like come into my studio and she'll stand at the door and she'll be like, "Hello," and I'll look. I'll be like, "Hello."
Every now and again, like, we'll interact. Mostly, I just watch my terrible. I mean, we call it my soapy. It's not
Yeah.
really a soapy. Supernatural. It's like my guilty.
Oh, I love it, Dean Sam.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay.
I
so
love the
now-
Winchesters. Come on.
So Rick has now gone through this journey. I'm rewatching every season so that I can be up to date
Okay.
with season 15.
Now tell me, the best
No.
part of Supernatural out of any of the episodes every season is when the cat jumps out of the locker
Oh my God, yes. And he screams
and he
like,
goes, "Ah, that was scary."
although have you seen the one where he pulls down his pants because he's in an insane asylum and he
Yes.
gets a bit crazy and just goes, pudding!
Yes, I did. Oh, that was a great show. That makes me want to go back and watch it, man.
Dude, it's so good. So Rick's had that in the background and he's now into it through like osmosis. Which is
Okay.
hilarious.
No, dude, I approve of this.
So I embroider.
Go get your.
Oh yeah.
your
So I embroider stuff and
She's
I
gonna-
have my own project.
She's
so-
gonna show you
Okay,
something
cool,
she
cool.
embroidered for our home, which I think is really just tidies the place up. a bit.
Nice. I'm interested to
Just
see.
Class. It makes the place super classy. I dig it. Handmade.
Awesome. Oh, you crochet. What? Have a nice poop. I love it. No, that's brilliant, man. I mean, see, you guys are even crocheting.
Well, it's neat. It's neat.
Oh, needlework. Yeah, you know. I tried to use the right word and I came up short.
You were so close.
I was close. It's similar in a way, not really.
It's granny. It's granny.
It's granny stuff. Yeah, you use needles and pins
Yeah.
and stuff.
And I have I even put a blanket over my lap when it
But I think what we
Well,
should.
We have been checking in with each other. Like, we make a point of sitting down and having meals together. Like,
Yeah.
typically not in front of a TV or whatever. Like at the table, and just talk, because it actually is. It's so easy to
Get lost in
be in
your own
your-
little world.
be in the same room, but be in your own thing, because you're just trying to get
Yeah.
through this day, Groundhog Day. So you got to break it up a little.
Ollie's saying, Michelle, that's the shit.
Yeah.
No pun intended. No pun intended. But okay, listen. This is something that we're gonna have to do. Maybe every 2 or 3 episodes. Call you guys in to see what we're up to.
Hey man,
Yeah.
How does that sound?
we ain't going nowhere.
Awesome, because so far your video hasn't even like skipped or anything. It's amazing.
Oh, Kif, yeah.
That's amazing. Well, thank you.
After host is great.
Yeah. Shout out AfriHost.
Yeah,
But
good connection.
on that note, guys, thank you so much for joining me on the show today. I really appreciate it. So good to see your lovely faces, man. It's been so long.
Yeah, man, I miss you guys, stacks. It's so nice to hear your voice, and just connect. Like, I can't wait to just go and give you a big old bear hug.
Yeah, for sure, dude. For sure. And do me a favor. Why don't you drop Carl a line and just push him for those lyrics, okay? All right. Cool, guys. Thanks, Rick and Michelle. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for joining the show. We'll chat to you on the next couple of episodes.
My course, man. Thank you so much, dude.
Sweet, brother.
I will catch you soon.
Sweet, brother. Love you lots.
Big love.
Cheers,
Take it
brother.
easy, you
Cheers,
guys.
Mish.
Bye.
Ciao. All right. So there we go. There's our second little chat for the evening. Rick and Shell. They're having such a great time on their own. They're just making videos, baking, and just documenting everything and having a grand old time. But with all good things need to come to an end. I think we're going just over 1.5 hours now. I'm not going to push the envelope. We can rock and roll on Friday when we're all rejuvenated after this podcast, because I really had fun today. We chatted to Wayne, we chatted to Rick, we chatted to Shell. We covered some really cool stuff. We featured some really cool music. Il Nino of all bands coming back in 2020 after a long break. I'm going to go check some of the stuff out. I'm going to look at some of your links and finish some of these videos. Go look at the remainder of that A-Linear. So go check out all the music that we featured tonight on the show. So thank you everybody who commented on the chat and who's been involved and enjoyed the show with me today. It really does keep me sane. I have an itch to do this now, which is great. Sometimes I'm not in the vibe, sometimes I am in the vibe, but today I'm in the vibe. And thank you all for joining me. Thanks to all the new faces that came in. Thanks to my guests. Without saying too much further, this is Papa Jesus, episode 35, the live chat. Thank you to Rick Shield. He's just said, huge thanks for having us on board, G. Big love to all the homies in the comment section. Great stuff. But this is Papa Jesus, episode 35. we'll see you on Friday, 6 p.m. sharp for the next one. Don't forget to subscribe to Papa G's House. Email me your links at papaghouse@gmail.com. And share the video. Like the video. Do everything you can. We're getting there. But until then, we say peace.
I don't wanna go anywhere else. I wanna go to Papa G's. Yeah, that's where we